Hello, and welcome to Brittania Skies. I'm your instructor, and we're going to talk about the basic traffic circuit in Blackpool on the runway 28. Now we're trying to align to the runway centerline by using the rudders. Once we reach 60 knots, we're going to rotate the aircraft to about 8 degrees nose up. The speed should settle around 70 knots. And whilst the speed is increasing to about 80 knots, we can reduce the flap setting to on. Now when we reach 500 feet, we can turn onto a crosswind. And the crosswind is actually a 90-degree angle to the runway. There we go, there's 500 feet. And we do making a 20-degree turn to the left onto the crosswind. Now our aim is to level up at 1,000 feet above the aerodrome elevation. Now we're at crosswind, and I'll just continue the turn towards the downwind, which is parallel to the runway in the opposite direction. We're nearly there. And we're nearly reaching 1,000 feet as well, so I'm pushing the nose down to level up off at 1,000 feet. But of course the speed will increase, so I'm gonna have to reduce the power settings to about 2,250 RPM. Now we're parallel to the runway, and yeah, the spacing looks alright, so we'll continue on. So we'll fly the whole length of the runway. And once we cross the threshold, the beginning end of the runway, we'll start reducing the speed and set the flaps to stage 2. Now there are 3 flap settings. Flaps 1, that's the first phase of flaps, is usually used to take off. The second stage of flaps are the intermediate approach flaps. And of course the third stage of flaps are the landing flaps. Now we're nearly there, past the runway threshold. So we want to reduce the speed to about 70 knots, selecting 2 stages of flaps. So reducing the power, you see the speed bleed off, making sure that we're still level at 1,000 feet, and once we reach 70 knots, we have selected stage 2 of the flaps. We'll start the descent. Now we'll start our descent to maintain 70 knots. That should be about 800 feet per minute descent rate. Now we're making a turn towards the base leg now, which is a 90-degree angle to the runway. I don't want to turn too steeply because I want to align with the runway centerline. So I'm waiting until the runway becomes in sight. There you go, there's the runway.
500.
And now we're on final for runway 28. Okay, so now the finishing touch is just aligning with the runway. Now if you look ahead on the runway, there are 2 white squares. You know that you're on profile when those squares are not moving in your windscreen. Looks okay, looks pretty stable. I will need a little bit of power to maintain a minimum of 60 knots. I don't want to let the speed bleed off too much. So carry on with about 60 knots, landing flaps towards your aiming point. You see those lights on the left side of the runway? Those are called puppies. Ideally there should be 2 red ones and 2 white ones. But this is okay, we are visual with the aiming point. And once we get closer to the runway, we can cut the power, let the speed bleed off, and slowly increase the pitch a little bit, not too much. Making sure that you've got a nice positive landing there. There you go. That's a circuit on runway 28 in Blackpool. Thank you very much for watching, and we're looking forward to see you on one of our next videos. Bye bye.